We're getting you first up all the details coming in from the state of Maharashtra, which remains on edge as it's recorded more than 550 new cases of coronavirus, and that's in a single day. The state reported 552 cases as well as 19 deaths on Tuesday. The total number of cases in the state have now crossed 4,500 with over 230 deaths. Financial capital Mumbai continues to witness a spike in the number of COVID positive cases. The city witnessed 419 new cases and 12 deaths on Tuesday. Meanwhile, there is a COVID scare also at Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's official residence at Varsha in Malabar Hills after two police women tested positive for coronavirus. While the Chief Minister lives at Matoshri, he works from Varsha. The authorities are now taking swabs of the police officials posted at crucial places to mitigate the risk to ministers and other dignitaries. Pankaj Upadhyay is joining us live from Mumbai with more details on this. Pankaj, good morning. Even as we're discussing the latest that's coming in from Mumbai and Maharashtra, a few weeks ago, there was a question about whether Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray would take a test, considering that a tea seller very close to his residence, Matoshri, had tested positive for coronavirus. Now, Varsha is also under the scanner. Is there a chance now that the Thackerays could be tested?
Good morning. Now, the situation seems to be getting from bad to worse every single day. The figures that we are getting are just not encouraging. It so turns out that the two policewomen in question at this point of time were not residing inside Varsha, as we've been given to understand at this point of time. But the police maintains that thorough check is being kept at this point of time, and they are trying to find out as to who the high-risk contacts of these two policewomen really were. All-round vigil is also being kept. The same has been informed to the Thackerays as well. And the Chief Minister's office maintains that the Chief Minister, along with the other family members, are also keeping a very strict vigil on the developments that are taking place. Because as you rightly pointed out, this has not just happened in Varsha. Right now, this has happened previously in the Thackeray residence at Matoshri in Bandra as well. So, as I said, as far as the Chief Minister's office is concerned, as far as the government is concerned, they maintain that they are keeping a very close eye on the developments. But as far as Mumbai is concerned, the financial capital is concerned, or Maharashtra is concerned, the figures that we are getting at this point of time are just not encouraging at all. In fact, the government order yesterday itself made it very, very clear. I never read out the two lines which amply makes it clear as to how bad the situation is. The order reads, because of the imminent threat of further spread of the pandemic, the prevailing position prior to the issuance of 17th April order will be reinstated, which clearly means, Akshita, that the lockdown concessions which were earlier given to Mumbai and Maharashtra have now been completely rolled back. The government feels that the people are not abiding by the rules and regulations, and it feels, considering the present conditions, the situation is going to get from bad to worse.
What's unfortunate is that Maharashtra has been taking so many steps to really contain the spread of coronavirus. Nothing seems to be working on the ground. Every single day, the rise in cases is indicative of the fact that even at this point, the state is reeling under that crisis. Pankaj, for the moment, thank you for joining us. From Maharashtra, let's also get you the latest from the national capital. Delhi also reeling under the coronavirus crisis with 75 new cases coming to light yesterday. The new cases include 6 police personnel who tested positive in Jahangirpuri area of North Delhi. With this, the count of confirmed cases in Delhi has crossed the 2,000 mark, which includes over 400 recoveries and over 45 deaths. In some respite, no fresh death was recorded on Tuesday. Taking note of the rising number of positive cases in Delhi, UP's Noida administration has announced complete closure of its borders with the national capital. Officials say that most of the patients who've tested positive in the city have had some connections with Delhi. So as India continues to remain in lockdown, some senior citizens are also finding it rather difficult to cook for themselves due to the unavailability of domestic helps. The residents of the high-profile Sainik farms have begun an initiative to provide hygienic home-cooked food to senior citizens. Neeti Malhotra and her daughter have started this initiative, calling it an effort to help senior citizens by providing them nutritious food.
मैंने स्वाति से कहा कि यहाँ पर बहुत सारे ओल्ड एज वाले हैं जो अकेले रह गए हैं, किन्हीं के बच्चे बाहर फंस गए हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, वो कैसे अपना मैनेज कर रहे होंगे, क्योंकि इस टाइम सर्वेंट्स तो किसी के पास भी नहीं है। तो मैंने सर्च किया हम लोगों ने तो बहुत सी फैमिलीज निकल के ऐसी आई, उन्हीं के लिए मैं उन्हीं के अकॉर्डिंग कि उन लोगों को क्या चीजें पसंद हैं, क्या उनको एक ओल्ड एज वालों के लिए डाइट कैसी वे होनी चाहिए, क्या है, उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने अपना ये शुरू किया.
Started like a shock, like we started it. But then the shutdown happened, and then we wanted to supply for the community and other thing. Then Swati came with a proposal if we can do something for the old age people. So then we thought about what vegetable we can grow, spinach and other things, garlic. Then we decided to have it. And every day we are giving 2 hours, and every day like we are giving supply to her.
In difficult times like these, when people are practicing social distancing and imposed isolation, the residents of scenic farms are pouring their hearts out to those senior citizens who are finding it difficult to find nutritious home-cooked food during these difficult times. With video journalist Sunil Kumar, Prashasti Shandelia and Amardeep Kumar from Delhi for India Today.
Moving on, after inaccuracies in rapid antibody testing kits came to the fore, the Indian Council of Medical Research has now formed expert teams that will probe the faulty kits. According to the ICMR, a total of 8 teams have been constituted to check the complaints of high-level variation in testing reports by several states, including Rajasthan. The ICMR has said that the rapid antibody testing kits will be tested and validated in the field by expert teams. Sources in the ICMR said that if problems are detected in batches, the nodal body will seek a replacement from the companies. Remember, of 6.5 lakh kits, 5 lakh were recently imported from China. While questions are being raised over the quality of Chinese medical equipment, sources familiar with the development from the Chinese embassy say that the quality of test kits are verified and there's no question of them being faulty. Moving on, after the West Bengal government allowed 2 central teams to review COVID-19 situation in the state, the Ministry of Home Affairs has written another letter to the Mamata Banerjee government asking it not to obstruct the working of central teams. The Home Ministry has asked the state to allow central teams to review the implementation of lockdown measures. The state government has been asked to comply with MHA orders and make arrangements for the teams to carry out their responsibilities. However, Bengal Chief Secretary Rajiv Sinha said that he hadn't received any letter from the centre. The political war between Mamata and the centre intensified after 3 central teams were sent to Bengal to assess the ground situation. The Kolkata police had in fact cordoned off the area outside the BSF camp where the team members were staying. It was only yesterday that the team was granted clearance, almost 30 hours after they reached Kolkata. That was on Monday.
ये इंटर मिनिस्ट्रियल सेंट्रल टीमों को 4 राज्यों में डिप्लॉय किया है. महाराष्ट्र, मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान में इन टीमों को अपने कार्यों में राज्य सरकार का भरपूर सहयोग मिल रहा है. परंतु गृह मंत्रालय को यह फीडबैक मिला कि पश्चिम बंगाल में जो टीमें कोलकाता और जलपाईगुड़ी गई हैं, उनको राज्य सरकार और स्थानीय प्रशासन से सहयोग प्राप्त नहीं हो रहा है.
Indrajit Kundu is joining us live from Kolkata with more details on this. Indrajit, good morning. Now that the centre has again appealed to the Mamata government, is there any likelihood that finally the central team will be allowed to go about their work and there will be some cooperation really from the TMC government?
Well, the West Bengal Chief Secretary has made it clear yesterday. He, in fact, went and met the team which is stationed in Kolkata and which is due to visit locations in South Bengal. The meeting lasted for about 45 minutes in which the state government clarified that it is willing to allow the team to visit some of the locations in Kolkata. The team, of course, also made it clear that they would want complete cooperation and assistance from the state government and that they must be assisted by the Kolkata police to visit various places because they would be the experts locally. So the team made sure that a Kolkata police official is provided along with them so that they can venture out to these locations at ease. The government of West Bengal has now said that the liaison officer from the Kolkata police will be provided. However, at the same time, the government has maintained that standard procedures were not followed, protocols were not followed, and therefore it would have been better had the central government given them prior information before the team had arrived in Kolkata. So the stalemate, in a sense, the logjam has been broken. The West Bengal government has given green signal to this team to carry out their on-field assessment at various sensitive zones in South Bengal. This came just hours after a letter that arrived from the Ministry of Home Affairs, once again, directing the state government to make all the efforts in order to allow the team and assist the team to carry out their on-field activities in the state.
Okay, Indrajit, for the moment, thank you for joining us. Now, interestingly, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has criticized the Modi government over its decision to allow surplus rice to make sanitizers. Rahul said that while the poor are dying of hunger, the central government was allowing rice to be used for making sanitizers. Calling this decision as pro-rich, he asked poor to come out and protest. Congress has demanded that alcohol distilleries should be asked to produce ethanol for sanitizers instead. Union Consumer Affairs Minister Ramvilas Paswan has also responded to Rahul Gandhi's criticism, saying that only surplus rice is being used. He asked the Congress leader whether sanitizers are meant only for the rich. This after the centre gave its nod to convert surplus rice available with the Food Corporation of India into ethanol to make alcohol-based hand sanitizers. The decision was taken in view of huge stock of rice available in the country. Over to all the latest updates coming in from the state of Tamil Nadu. The Chennai police has now issued a stern warning to those involved in obstructing the funeral of COVID-19 patients. Chennai Police Commissioner A.K. Vishwanath has in fact said that action would be taken against such people under the Gundas Act and no mercy shall be shown. He assured people that cremation of COVID-19 patients were being carried out in accordance with the WHO guidelines and that there was no chance of the virus spreading. This warning, remember, comes 3 days after a Chennai doctor was refused a proper burial by locals who protested at the cemetery on Sunday. The mob also pelted stones and attacked the ambulance. According to the Chennai police, 21 people have been arrested in connection with that incident, and the search is on to nab several others. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to former MLA from Gujarat, Ratan Bhai, who's 99 years old, and donated 51,000 rupees to the Chief Minister's Fund for the fight against COVID-19. In his conversation with Ratan Bhai, Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the 99-year-old former Gujarat MLA. In a call that lasted a little over 3 minutes, the Prime Minister also inquired about Ratan Bhai's health and spoke to him about the days he used to meet the former Gujarat MLA at his residence. And in some tragic news, a 12-year-old girl from Chhattisgarh's Bijapur, in fact, died after walking back home for over 3 days. She covered over 100 kilometers on foot to reach her family in Bijapur. However, she died when she was 11 kilometers from her house. Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has announced 4 lakh rupees as ex gratia for the family.
Geeta Madkami walked 100 kilometers in 3 days, a trek that started from a chili farm in Telangana to her home in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur. The 12-year-old, however, did not make it, falling short by 11 kilometers. So near, yet so far.
कितने दिन से चल के आ रहे थे वहाँ से?
3 दिन में.
और खत्म कहाँ पे हुई?
ये इधर मधुकफल में.
मधुकफल के पास में.
तो उसका जो शव है यहाँ तक कैसे लाए बॉडी को?
तो उधर से गाड़ी में लाए.
कितने दिनों से पैदल चल रहे थे लोग वहाँ से?
3 दिन चल रहे.
3 दिन से.
It was exhaustion that possibly led to Geeta's death.
जहाँ तक ये लग रहा है, ये गर्मी का सीजन है, दिन भर रात भर ये लोग बाग चल रहे हैं, तो उसके कारण हो सकता है एग्जॉशन हो गया हो, या फिर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट इम्बैलेंस, या फिर शरीर में पानी की कमी, यही एक कारण हो सकता है.
Geeta was accompanied by other women workers who decided to start walking after getting no work due to the extended lockdown. But the long trek and heat were too much for the young legs. Bureau Report, India.
Vishwanathan Anand's mental acumen has won him 5 World Chess Championship titles, but the Grandmaster finds himself in a situation where all his mental strength is now being tested, being stuck in Germany for over a month now. My colleague Rahul Rawat spoke to Vishwanathan Anand on how he is dealing with the entire situation away from home.
All right, we are joined by 5-time world champion and grandmaster Vishwanathan Anand, who's somehow stuck in Germany for over a month now. Anand, how are you coping with the situation? It's been more than a month now. How's Germany and where exactly are you?
Well, I'm in a town near Frankfurt, and I came for some German league matches, but after that, first the league matches got cancelled, and then flights got cancelled, and so here I am. I'm doing okay. I have some friends nearby. I have no real issues except that I'm still waiting for flights to come back home, and I keep busy with my physical training, and also there's quite a lot of online chess going on. I also have a chance to with friends, things like that. So there's a lot of people with a lot of time out there.
Well, Anand, you have a strange relationship, as far as Germany is concerned. In 2010, when you had to go to Sofia to play that World Championship match against Topalov, you were stuck in Germany at that time also. During those when we heard those volcanic ashes, they were floating around in the airspace. You were not able to reach your destination. You had to travel by road, for those 40 hours. And now again you find yourself perhaps in an even worse situation this time.
Yes, it's a funny coincidence, and of course that time. We waited 3 days and we eventually went by road, but flights are assumed within a week or at most 10 days, if I remember correctly. This one is, of course, orders of magnitude higher because it's affecting the whole world. And this is actually very, very serious. But yes, both times I've stayed in Germany. I mean, this is the place where I did a lot of my match training, so I'm used to staying here for long stretches of time. It's just that this time it worked out very, very unexpected.
And how do you think, how do you see, life and sports post-COVID-19?
I think while life will not return to normal, but it'll come close to that. So probably when things resume, it looks like normalcy has returned, but there'll be a lot of details which you'll slowly encounter, which tell you that this time it's really different. For sporting competitions and all, I think there'll be a period where we'll have to work hard to keep the events going, but everybody will have to make do with less. This will happen for quite some time, and long term, I think it may take 2 or 3 years before we completely stop noticing the effects. Because in the meantime, there might be all sorts of medical restrictions, all sorts of changes. And I cannot say that, I cannot really tell, but I feel that life will not just go back to how it was in November that quickly.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of The Bulletin. For all the latest news and updates on coronavirus, you can log on to our website, indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. We hope you're staying home and staying safe.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.